Hello and welcome. In this math tutorial, our task is to find the values of x that satisfy the given equation. And to solve this equation, we are going to start by taking log of both sides of the equation. And of course, since we are working in base 10, we are going to continue with log to base 10. So when we take log of both sides of this equation, we have log root 10 multiplied by x to the power log x is equal to log x squared. Now notice that this is a product, and remember that log a multiplied by b is equal to log a plus log b. So we can write this left hand side as log root 10 plus log x to the power log x. And of course, this is still equal to log x squared. Now, let us remember that root 10 can also be written as log 10 to the power half. And here we have log x to the power log x, and this is still equal to log x squared. Now, the next step to solving this equation is to apply the power rule of logarithms to all three terms. That is the rule that says that when we have log a to power b, that we can bring down this exponent, the exponent of a, to the front of this equation to become a multiplier. And when we do that, this becomes b times log a. So when we do that to this first term, we have half times log 10. So this becomes half multiplied by log 10. When we apply the power rule to this second term, we have this, that is log x multiplied by this, log x. And of course, when we apply the power rule to this term, we have 2 multiplied by log x. Now, to further simplify this equation, let log x be equal to d. Remember that here we have log to base 10 of 10. And of course, you know that log to base a of a is equal to 1. So this is half times 1, which of course is equal to half. Here, log x is equal to d. So this is d multiplied by d. That is d squared. And this is equal to 2 times d. Now let us rearrange this equation. We have d squared minus 2d plus half is equal to 0. Now we cannot factorize this quadratic equation, but we can solve by completing the square method. And since the coefficient of d squared is 1 already, the next step is to move this constant term over to the right hand side of the equation. When we do that, this equation becomes d squared minus 2d is equal to minus half. Now, the next step to solving this equation will be to add the square of half the coefficient of d to both sides of the equation. What is the coefficient of d? It is minus 2. What is half of minus 2? Minus 1. The square of minus 1 is 1. So we are going to add 1 to both sides of this equation to complete the square. So when we do that, we have d squared minus 2d plus minus 1 squared is equal to minus half plus 1. Of course, minus 1 squared is equal to 1. Now, when you look at the left-hand side of this equation, you will see that this is a perfect square. So we take 1d and we take 1 minus 1 and we square both. Notice that if you expand this, you're going to get exactly this. So we haven't changed anything. Now, on the right-hand side, of course, 1 minus half is equal to half. Now, the next step to solving this equation is to take square root of both sides of this equation. And of course, when we do that, on the left-hand side, we have d minus 1 because the square root of d minus 1 squared is equal to d minus 1. And on the right-hand side, we have plus or minus the square root of 1 over 2. Now, this is equal to plus or minus 1 over square root of 2. But we won't be leaving this in this form. We are going to rationalize. And how do we rationalize? We multiply both the numerator and the denominator by root 2. So we have 1 over root 2 multiplied by root 2 over root 2. Notice that root 2 over root 2 is equal to 1. And of course, you know that when you multiply by 1, you haven't changed anything. But this is equal to 1 times root 2 is root 2. And root 2 times root 2 is equal to 2. So here we have d minus 1 is equal to plus or minus root 2 over 2. And of course, from here we have that d is equal to 1 plus or minus root 2 over 2. Of course, this can also be written as 1 times 2 is 2, plus or minus 1 times root 2 is root 2, divided by 2. Of course, remember that d is equal to log x. So we have that log x is equal to 2 plus or minus root 2 over 2. And of course, you know that when we have a statement like this, where log to base 10, because remember, this is log to base 10. Of course, you know that when the base of the logarithm is not specified, it means we are working in base 10, common logarithm. So this is log to base 10 of x is equal to this. And of course, it means that 10 raised to this power is equal to x. So from this statement, we simply have that x is equal to 10 to the power 2 plus or minus root 2 divided by 2. So we have two values of x that satisfy this logarithmic equation. The first one is 10 to the power 2 plus root 2 over 2. And the second one is 10 to the power 2 minus root 2 over 2. Now, to check our answer, all we have to do is to substitute the appropriate values of log x and x into the original equation. So when we do that, here we have 10 to the power half. Of course, you know that the square root of 10 is the same as 10 to the power half. Multiplied by x is 10 to the power 2 plus root 2 over 2. And this is to the power log x, which is 2 plus root 2 over 2. And this is equal to x, 10 to the power 2 plus root 2 over 2 raised to power 2. Now, to evaluate this, of course, you know that we simply multiply the two powers. So when we do this, we have 2 plus root 2 over 2 squared. 2 squared is 4, plus 2 times root 2 is 4 root 2. And root 2 squared is 2, divided by 2 squared, which is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 4 root 2 divided by 4. So here we have 10 to the power half multiplied by 10 to the power 6 plus 4 root 2 divided by 4. And on the right hand side, this is simply going to cancel that, leaving us with 10 to the power 2 plus root 2. Now, of course, you know that when we have a situation like this, all we have to do is to add the exponents. Now, instead of half, let us write this as 2 over 4. In doing this, the two denominators are now the same, so I can simply add the numerators. And when I do that, this becomes 10 to the power 2 plus 6 is 8, plus 4 root 2 divided by 4. And this is 10 to the power 2 plus root 2. Now, when I divide the numerator by 4, on the left-hand side, I have 10 to the power 4 into 8 is 2. And 4 into 4 is 1. So this is 2 plus root 2. And of course, this is equal to 10 to the power 2 plus root 2, which is exactly what we have on the right-hand side. So the first value of x, that is x, equal to 10 to the power 2 plus root 2 over 2, satisfies the original exponential equation. And doing the exact same thing for the second value of x, we have 10 to the power half multiplied by 10 to the power 2 minus root 2 over 2 to the power log x. 2 minus root 2 over 2 is equal to 10 to the power 2 minus root 2 over 2 squared. Now, once more, we multiply these two, which is simply 2 minus root 2 over 2 squared. 2 squared is 4. Minus 2 times root 2 is 4 root 2. And minus root 2 squared is plus 2. Divided by 2 squared, which is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. Minus 4 root 2 divided by 4. So on the left-hand side, we have 10 to the power half multiplied by 10 to the power 6 minus 4 root 2 divided by 4. And on the right-hand side, of course, this cancels that, leaving us with 10 to the power 2 minus root 2. Once more, instead of half, let us write this as 2 over 4. Now, when we add these two powers, we have 10 to the power 2 plus 6 is 8 minus 4 root 2 divided by 4. This is equal to 10 to the power 2 minus root 2. And of course, simplifying this, we have 10 to the power 2 minus root 2 is equal to 10 to the power 2 minus root 2. Once more, the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side, leading us to conclude that the second value of x, which is 10 to the power 2 minus root 2 over 2, also satisfies the original logarithmic equation. And with that, we come to the end of today's tutorial. I hope you learned something new. If you enjoy such content, please subscribe to the channel. Leave us a like to support the channel. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.